Go and open the book to page 561. Today's lesson is to find the area of a triangle. So from your geometry, you know that if one side is giving, so you have a triangle. So only if one side is giving, normally it's the base, and you have the height. So if one side of the triangle is giving, normally they give you the height. So the area. Now usually A is for area, but because when we deal with the angles, you have the angle A. So instead of using A, sometimes it gets confusing. So in the book, you use K. Okay, so K is the area. So in this case, if only one side is giving, then the formula would be 1/2 base times height. Right? So you already know this one. Then the next one is when two sides are giving. Okay, when two sides are giving with the angle in between. So this would be like angle theta. Okay, and I'm going to call this A. That's going to call this A, call this B. Okay. So in this case, the formula for the area is equal to 1/2 AB sine theta. Okay. So basically what you have is that this is the height, right? See over here? So B times sine theta will give you the height. So it's the same thing, okay? So remember, sine is vertical, right? So basically it's the same thing. It's 1/2 base times height, okay? But the angle is in between. So it's same idea. So this is like a special case of this. So this is where it came from. Again, it's 1/2 base times the height. Okay. Now because height is not giving, so you have to use B sine theta to find height, right? If you look over here, remember your trigonometry. In this case, sine theta is equal to H over B, right? Right? H over B is sine theta. So you move over. So H equal to B sine theta. So that's where they came from. So this is your height. So again, you got to understand the concept. Once you understand the concept, even if you don't memorize the formula, you still can use this to find the height, and you can use 1/2 base times height. Okay. Now, when the three sides are giving, so you have the A, B, and C. So in this case, the area equal to square root of S times S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. S is a semi-perimeter. So S is equal to A plus B plus C over 2, half of the perimeter. Okay. Now, this actually came from a special formula. Okay? See, what happens is when you have a circle, and any quadrilateral that is inscribed in a circle, that's going to call this A, B, C, D. Okay? The formula to find the area of this is K equal to square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, S minus D. So this is a special case of this, because what happens when you have a triangle, the D equal to 0. So if D equal to 0, what you get? Just S, right? So that's where this came from. See that? So this is a special case of this. So this formula actually is for quadrilateral inside a circle. Okay? But you can apply to triangle, because for a triangle, D equal to 0. And so you get that. So this came from these. Again, triangle is when you are quadrilateral and D equal to 0. When D equal to 0, you end up with that. So again, it's very easy to remember if you remember the pattern, right? S minus A minus B minus C minus D, but D equal to 0, so you got S. Okay. And again, it's very easy to memorize. And this is called a Hero's formula. It pronounced hero. Okay, is okay. I know there's an N, but it pronounced hero, so it's Hero's formula. Okay. And so that's the formula you need to use. So it depends on what it's giving, and you can use one of the formula to solve. Okay, so let's go over some examples. So let's go to example 1. It says find the area of a triangle ABC. Given that A equal to 42, C is equal to 27, and angle B equal to 115. Okay, so this is the two sides given, right? So two sides given, the area equal to 1/2 A, or in this case AC, right? AC sine B, right? Notice all three letters have to be different, right? So you have to be flexible with your formula. Okay? So it's going to get two sides with an angle in between. So all three letters have to be different. So you got A, B, and C. Got all three letters covered. Okay? And so just substitute. So K equal to 1/2 42, 27 sine of 115. And you just use your calculator, punch in all the numbers, and then you run it off, you get 514. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and very simple. Okay, let's go to example 2. Find the area of the triangle shown at right. Okay, so you have this triangle. You got 55, you got 100 degree, and you got 1.8. So first let's go and find this angle. So 180, so 25. Then after that, do we have enough information? Well, we don't. Okay. So notice in the book, right? They give you a very complicated formula. If you look over here, notice they give you this formula over here. Now, don't waste your time trying to memorize this formula. Okay, it's just too complicated. Okay. What you do is break it down into parts. Okay, remember, right? So this has only one side given. So you have to find the height, but you don't have height either, right? So what you need to do is you use the law of sine to find the other side. So that's where the formula came from. See this formula over here? This is part of the law of sine. Okay? But it's too complicated to memorize. So just break it into 2 steps. So let's go and use the law of sine. But let's go and label it. So A, B, C. So you got A, so small a, small b. So let's go and find A. Okay? So you got A over sine A equal to C over sine C. So A equal to 1.8 times sine of 55 degrees over sine 25 degrees. So you can write down your formula, then you substitute, okay, then you go and work it out. So let's go and find A first. So 1.8 times 55 sine equal divided by 25 sine equal. So A equal to 3.4889. Okay, again, I'm get extra digits, so just to be more accurate. So once I find A, okay, again I write 3.5, but when you calculate, you want to use extra digit. So now you got 3 letters, right? You know the A, you know the C, you know the B, right? So now you can find your area. So area equal to 1/2, okay, AC sine B. Again, it's very easy to memorize, okay? As long as you got all 3 letters different, right, then you're good. So AC then have to be sine B. So basically you're going to get 2 sides with the angle in between. Then you substitute. Now notice I have this number over here already, so I don't erase, don't clear, okay? Just you have the number already, so this is exact. So I'm going to times it by 1/2, times it by 1.8, times it by sine of 100 equal 3.09, so 3.1. Okay. So in the book you have kind of three, it's like two decimal point, but because you only, remember, if you remember from the chemistry, the significant digits, right? This has only one decimal place, so you should run it up to one decimal place. And don't forget the label, does have a label? Yeah, you have meters. So it'd be meter squared. Okay, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so let's go to example. Okay, let's go and do example 3. It says a triangular city lot has a side of length 25, 35, 40. Find its area. Okay, so this one you don't even have to draw triangle because 3 sides are given, so you have to use Hero's formula, right? So k equal to square root of. Now, if it's easier for you to memorize, you can do it this way: s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, and just s. So s minus d, but because triangle, you don't have a fourth side, right? So the fourth side would be 0. So it's probably easier to memorize it this way. Okay, but you have to find the s first. So s equal to 25 plus 35 plus 40 over 2. Right? Half of the perimeter. That's what s stands for. So it'd be 50. Okay. So now you can go and do this. So you're going to get 50 minus 25, 50 minus 35, 50 minus 40, and then you get 50. Okay. So k equal to 25, 15, 10, and 50. So you can go and work it out. So 25 times 15 times 10 times 50. Now make sure you push equal before you take the square root. Okay, so you get 433 meter square, and that's it. Okay, so again, it's very straightforward. Okay, so it's not too difficult as long as you just memorize the formula. Okay. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.